old shit here. I need to be on a stool actually because I can't. Can I have some cubbies?
I'll keep an eye on the feed.
Oh, I haven't clear coated that. Hang on.
No, don't just put them together right now.
I
I can always clear coat that at my end.
Yeah, and you're doing your silver.
Well, I want one of both. Oh, look at the pitting in there. Or is that, no, that's just me being an idiot. Oh, my bad. They're the holes for the.
That isn't cleared yet.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Do you want to do it when you get home?
Yeah, sure. I'm just going to see what nobody's noticed. Oh, one thumbs up. Or is that two people watching there?
There's two people watching.
Here's a screwdriver, sir. Sir or madam?
I can't remember how I pulled these apart.
Yeah.
So, hang on a minute. So, hang on, which cub is that? That's the one with the wire through it. So, it's the second one. So, all that stuff goes with that one.
You got somebody.
What? I can't. You're going to have to read it.
Oh, yeah.
Hello, how are you going?
There's some people
Liam, how are you going?
Hey.
We thought we'd do a quick live feed. Graham's down for a visit, and I just want him to leave. Anyway.
Well, you're the one who opened the door.
I did. I did open the door. Anyway, I've got grey motor carburetors. And so, pardon me, I put one together, but I haven't put a kit through it. This is a BXOV single barrel Stromy for a grey with the choke and everything intact. And I was going to rebuild two for Graham and then forgot. But I've got stuff at the hydroblasters tomorrow. That one's knackered. You don't want that one. See, it's all. So that's the second one. Hang on a minute. So that goes with that. Well, oh, yeah,
Timber.
that's not good. Yep, okay.
Well, it's not going to fall any further now.
So this one has a lovely looking float in it. I've
Oh,
just got to remember how I pulled it apart because I can't remember. So I'm just going to pour stuff out.
I don't know how entertaining this live stream is going to be.
Oh, it doesn't matter. You know, they'll just drop off and just go, these guys are idiots. Two blokes and 2 tubs of ice cream. Yeah, that's because we're fat. But alas, they're full of carby bits. So I've just got to, while I'm doing this, because I've just got to remember how I pulled it apart. Because I had a whole lot of stuff silver plated and other stuff gold plated, and he wants one of each because he's just fussy. And I've lost my good glasses. So if it all goes wrong, that would be the reason why. That's an air bypass there. That's good. That belongs with the other.
Actually, I reckon so I've noticed that this one, this is that, I believe this is this guy here.
Yeah, that's for you ordered.
So this one, because I was looking at this one going, I don't think that's going to be right for my engine. This one's going to be right for my engine.
Oh.
It doesn't matter. I'll just.
No, it's the same sort of gas thread on the end of it, though.
Yeah, but they're the different type of They go to the distributor, I believe.
Hey guys, Nick Budman from Sydney just wants to say, do we show it?
What did he say?
He said, heavens above, well, you've got a lot of stuff on your plate.
Yeah, you get that.
Great catching your stream again from William and Cambio. Thank you very much, sir. Nick, go for it, guys. Robbie, I heard you're having triplets with your pregnancy. Thank you. That's probably a kid from school. Carby bits or carbohydrates. Jesus, they're getting into us about being fat.
Yeah, well, you know, beggars can't be choosers.
Well, they can. Just not very successful ones. I've got to remember. Hey. Okay. So that's a throttle shaft, but that's been messed with.
Oh, no, is that been played with so somebody could put
a different carby? Oh, yeah.
Or is that one that was done so that it can have 2 carbies together?
That will be it.
Carburetors.
Carburetors. So
I'm looking at a whole pile of witchcraft. I'm like, I ain't going to be much use here. I'll just be.
No, I've got to try and remember how it goes. We'll start with the throttle thing, but where are the rest of the bits?
So
don't tell me they're still in the boot of the XC. That would blow. Hang on. Let me just
isolate. No, yeah, somebody's done that to put 2 of them together.
Yeah. So the ones that have the wire through them are the second ones. That's that one.
I think there's only 2 carbies worth of parts here.
Yeah, that's the other part for this. Okay. So that can go in there. That's the air horn for it. That is that bit for it. And the throttle body is that guy. So is that the one you wanted or not? Graham?
Hang on, I'm just reading the question. It says, hi, Graham.
Oh, there's more.
Really want a 4Q
North Yorkshire.
Don't know what that
Oh,
means.
with the tea's made. Thank you very much. Oh, hang on. You get my tea.
Yeah, where is it?
There.
Oh, crumbly.
Have you resisted the temptation to play with the Plymouth? I've got to do that. My yard. Did you just drink it?
No.
My yard is absolute Yorkshire tea. There you go, lads. Look at that. So my yard is an absolute mess because we got so much rain and they've demolished the house next door, and all this mud has come in, gone through the garage, everything. It's a mess
Look at what that says.
today. Oh, okay. Hi, Graham. I really want a far Q. What does that mean?
Well, it depends on.
If you want to be far Q'd. Right. So we need a. You know what? It's been too long since I've done this. I've got to remember stuff. That's a. Oh no, that's for the mixture. Oh look, I got my first bit on. I should really put the throttle shaft in there, shouldn't
Oh, I get what he's saying there. He really wants you to.
I?
He's being crude.
He's being crude. That's all right. You can be crude. I'll give you this one because it's better. I'll keep all the crap. Oh, look at this. I've already forgotten one thing. The screw stick. I'll use this one. But you want to put Loctite on this. I should go and get my Loctite. I think it's going to pay for me to go and get Loctite because if this falls
I
off,
think you're going to need a small spanner.
So if I get this wrong, your engine is munted.
Well, I could just use that one or one of the other ones.
That's the bottom of that. So that goes through there. Oh, splendid. And what goes on the bottom? That's the cam, is it? Hold on. Yeah. All right. That's sweet. I know what I'm doing. You get the picture.
There's 44 people with nothing better to do.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of weird, isn't it? So if I got this the right way or not? Sorry, I'm not concentrating. So that, I've got this the wrong way, dumbass. It goes like that. Oh, yeah. And the screws face down. So that goes in there like, God, I can't see a bloody thing.
Each part, so it's every battery's not included.
I'm not going well. I'm just not. Hang on. So Graham's down on a trip to go and get tank parts.
As you do.
As you do. I'm fresh out of tank parts. I don't have a tank. Ergo, I don't need tank parts. But Graham did, and he's got a friend in Seymour who he's going to go and see tomorrow. And
I did bring back a whole bunch of your crap too.
And yes, XC guards here, and also 11-hour shift. Robbie Martin, more than 44 people have to listen to Peter Anderson for the latest 60 minutes in a day of school. That is hell. Who's he? I don't know who it is. Driving with Starlet home. No, the Starlet hasn't got anything in it to drive.
I will say though that my 2002 Holden Ute with its V6 was able to drive from Adelaide to Melbourne for $65 of fuel.
That's abnormally low, isn't it?
Incredible for that Ute.
It is incredible, isn't it?
The mighty, what is it? It's not the Alloy-Tech, it was the Ecotech because it was a
is that pre-Alloy-Tech?
Yeah, 3.8.
Because everyone bags the Alloy-Techs. I might have to go and get some stuff to seal this. I want to see if they're the right size screws. Is that a kid from school watching? Talking to me, being boring for an hour. That must have been at school today. I had some kids that didn't want to do much work.
Isn't that fairly normal across the board for every child ever?
Not really. Well, sometimes. They
I wasn't much fun to school.
Jesus, this is the wrong size. I'm gonna have to go in the garage and get some stuff. And I'll start putting these slippers on. My banana peel shoes. I've got to go and get some stuff. So you have a chat while I go and do that. I'll just see if I can. Can I? Greetings from UK. Thank you, Leslie. Robbie. I'm an ex-student. Robbie Martin. Robbie Martin. Who are you, Robbie?
You just said his name like 3 times.
Yeah, I know, but I'm trying to remember. There's a photo there, but I can't see it.
I don't think it's
Michael. I'm visiting the Philippines at. Oh, gee, I've got to get another classes.
Well, up to 50
Back,
people.
we'll bring the XP in. It's going faster now. Hang on. Is Graham driving? Yeah. Okay. So Graham came in to use. Okay. So base plate of the carburetor. What's up? Oh, I'm putting another stromy together for Graham. Russell, who's doing the cooking? We actually got KFC.
I was gonna say the Colonel did that.
The Colonel did. I saw you buying bananas and condoms in Eastland the other day. That's definitely an ex-student saying stuff like that. I don't buy condoms or bananas.
Was it? I could think of a response to that, but I probably shouldn't say it.
Yeah, not a live feed. It could sound a bit. It could be a bit risque for our very clean channel. So hang on a second. I've got to go and get something out of the garage. Namely, some Loctite and a small screw stick. And then I reckon I'm good.
I reckon you need a shifter.
What for?
We got to screw this kind of crap back in.
Oh, yeah. I do too.
Oh, yeah. I noticed the two plunges are actually different. If you notice them.
Yeah, well, you would pick the better one, which is that.
I know, but they're two different types.
Oh, I got hair in my mouth.
Sorry about that.
No, but they're the same depth.
Well, they do the same job.
You would use that. Yeah, that one's knackered. See, it's all hard.
Yeah, it needs a new rubber on.
So you would use that one, and you would use the nicer of the two spring. But see, the springs are different too. Because that one's very, very stiff, where that one's not so stiff. So which one would you like, a stiff one? Or that was just always going to happen, wasn't it? All right, let me come back in a moment. That guy's going to entertain you for the minute.
Oh, God.
And I shall be back. Just a minute, excuse me.
Crap. Don't mind me, I'm reading comments. I have to say the tank is coming along nicely. Yeah, trying my best. Show us an entertainment. I'll charge extra for that. Oh, I could get him kicked off the channel so fast. Yeah, you don't just get born with these moves. I don't think anybody wants to see us belly dance together. Do I know where HR side mirrors mount? I guess on the doors. I know that sounds retarded, but that's where they go. Do I watch Rob Shed? Yes, I watch him regularly. Keep my ear to the ground on him. Where do you source tank parts? Trade secret. Yeah, the XA came out pretty good. I don't want to wreck a Starlet. I'd probably rather run over something like a Sanyong or something useless like that. Maybe even a Tesla. If you want to see my tank build, I keep a very regular update on my Patreon under XA Coupe Guy. That's where I keep my very up-to-date stuff if you wanted to follow along there.
Hello.
I did a belly dance. They liked it.
Oh, nice. Did you get lots of thumbs up?
I did, actually. A couple of people were sick, but you know.
Belly dance, can you imagine that?
Well, they wanted entertainment, and you know, as a good host, one can only oblige.
By doing a belly dance.
Yeah, well,
I've got to say, if is there any questions I need to
there's a few.
Lots of locations, not sure. Under 13.
61 people.
Yeah.
Wow. 62.
At one stage, and before I neglected my YouTube, I got 130.
Sad, strange little wagon.
He's back with the toys. I've lost my good glasses. I can't see a bloody thing. So I'm doing this because it's Graham's. And I figured if I can't see, it won't matter because it's not my car. I just want to make sure I've got the right screws, and I have. So that's good. See, I'm doing the little throttle body. Oh, look at that. Anyway. So, yeah, I haven't been on for a while because we've had awful rain. I've been awfully busy, and I'm going to impale myself with a pin. And I've had the carport done, and I'm waiting on a plumber.
Did you get that stuff cleaned, or is that just?
No, that wasn't cleaned.
Oh shit!
No, you just hit it with.
I don't know. Has they got a copper gasket on them, or am I losing my?
No, yeah, that's a copper gasket. Yes, and I've just been so busy, and the rain and Mum's health has taken dives. I've been doing a lot with Mum, and it just goes on and on and on. And I cannot get that. I usually use a scrubber to get it down. I couldn't. What about a mixture screw? That's very dodgy. But you didn't see that. Oh, okay. 8:40. What time is it now? 8:46. Yeah, that's it. Time of day there is 8:46 p.m. So it's 8:45. Glad you like the Plymouth model. I love that. Thank you so much, Adrian. I've just finished a custom 68 Shelby GT 500. Oh, well done. Is there a mark on the lens on Peter's side or something hanging down in front of the camera? I can see a white line.
It could be the.
Oh, that's light from.
Are you talking about
here.
like this? That's a reflection, I'm pretty sure.
No, he's right. Hang on. Is that light there? If I block it?
Could be just bad luck.
What is it? I can't see anything.
That camera lens has got a mark on it or something funky we couldn't wipe off, remember?
Okay. I didn't pay much. Well, I tried. But see, I can't bloody see. That's my problem.
No, I'm going blind too.
You shouldn't be at your age. Normally that happens when you get to 40.
No, Dad started going blind in his late 30s.
I'm not laughing at your dad. I'm just laughing at the fact that I can't see a bloody thing. Here we go. Good. I saw it and it worked. So the movement is this. I've got to go to work tomorrow. And so Graham has to go and pick up stuff from an auction house.
Lloyd's.
And what did you buy?
A
GTHO, wasn't it?
Why would I want to buy one of those piles of crap?
They're lovely.
I just don't care too much about the Falcons anymore. I've been Falcon to death.
Yeah, you have actually. You've had a lot of hard tops, haven't you? 5
of my own.
5?
Yeah.
What about your brother?
He had... No, my brother's...
He's still got one, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's still got one. He's had 2.
Yeah. Do you know I've never had one?
Yeah.
Never had a hard top. I never really wanted one.
You realise it's just a 2-door... It's just a 4-door with 2 less doors.
Is it?
Literally, it's the same floor plan and everything.
Is that your wife?
It is the trouble and strife. You might have to go answer this.
You go and answer that, and I'll stop what I'm doing and be a good sport and do this. Right. Teach automotive. I used to teach automotive. We've since built a big TAFE college at the school. It's got its own RTO number and all. And they have apprentices there. They've actually got so many apprentices because Swinburne closed their automotive down, and Box Hill have, I think, less, but we've got heaps at school. And so I used to teach vet automotive, which was like year 11s and 12s from other schools would come in. And I didn't actually like doing it. It was rewarding. The kids were great. And it wasn't about the kids. It was just, I wanted to get away from cars. And it hadn't been so long since I worked on cars full time. And so I ended up doing other stuff, product design and Digitech. Someone just mentioned that. A lot of the kids didn't enjoy it. Yeah, it was hell. It wasn't really hell. It's coding and that sort of stuff. And I wasn't particularly good at it, but I had to sort of brush up on my programming skills to be able to pass muster. But now I teach systems, which has a large Digitech content to it. So, for example, at year 9, they make a greenhouse, electronic greenhouse, which is temperature controlled by an Arduino. And they have to grow a sustainable element of food. And that's how it works. So they do that at year 9, year 10, another guy does, and they're going to bring in BCE. So we'll probably do a year 11 and 12 one as well. And that actually unit 4, which is year 12, the last semester of year 12, that is a lot of programming. So I really do need to brush up on my skills with that. But it's a good job. You know, the people are great there. I'm very lucky to have that job. Although it is stressful. You know what I mean? That needle is rooted. So I need another idle, what do you call it, mixture? But I've been there 20 years now. That's a long time. That's a long time for anyone to be in the job, let alone as a school teacher, because it's demanding. You do what you can. Liam's going to attest to this if he's still there. He'll say, aye, aye, Captain, that's exactly right. It's hard sometimes and very stressful at times. So both of those screws are pretty knackered, but what do you do? So, yeah, that's the story of my life. Am I in the right hole? There we go. So, what else have we got here? Oh, God, come on, boys. Get your mind out of the gutter. Elise, I've had how's your mighty Sigma going? Neil, it's Neil McClymont. Neil's my old mate. Neil knows more about GT Falcons than anyone. He is, hang on, mixture screws go 1.5 turns. So we got half, one, and then 1.5. Sigma's going well, Neil. Neil actually went out and bought a Sigma. He bought a GJ. He prefers the later ones. I like the early ones. So his daughter has a Gallant and a GVC. Is it? I can't remember what model it is. But yeah, Sigma's going well. So I bought a new alternator for it, a brand new one, because the other one was just knackered from one end to the other. So it wasn't going to be worth replacing bearings, replacing the rotor, replacing it. Might as well just buy a new one. And so I bought a new Bosch one. It was like $312 here. And it all looks pretty good. You know, I've got no complaints with it. Everything's cool. I've got to, sorry, I'm trying to do two things at once. That's why I was kind of relying on Graham to talk to you while I did this, because I'm not the foggiest. I see. I pulled them apart a long time ago, and my memory is so bad, and I'm having a bit of trouble sort of remembering how it all goes. There it is there. That's the idle up sort of thing I've got to put on. So aside from that, it's just been work, mum, because she's not been well, as I said. And so I'm doing what I can to sort of keep everything, all the wheels turning. And I painted 4 rooms in the house. So the kitchen behind me and the lounge room, and I'm sitting in the dinette. I painted Alana's bedroom. That was tricky because she'd move her stuff out. And I painted Charlie's bedroom too. So I did those, and the backyard's terrible. It's squalor. So I've got to do a lot of work there. And I cut a gate. So I've got better access. Jason's Clevo V8 is coming very soon because he's taken it back from the machine shop. It's all been painted. It's all been machined. So he's going to lay down some 2K black on it to match the car. And then I've got everything here, most of the parts here to rebuild his 351. So that is also pointing me towards, so my garage flooded and I've got my other 351 that I haven't built yet that's been half machined. And I've got to send that back to the machine shop to get it decked and a final home because it was only bought to 18,000 and it's supposed to be 20. So he knew that at the time when I took it back. The reason he only did half of it is because he had another one that he was doing and he said, while yours is here, do you want me to do it? I said, yeah, of course. So is my white Nissan for sale? No, the white Nissan isn't, but the white Nova is. Lana's car's for sale. So that's what I've been doing. I've just been keeping mega busy and, getting stuff done. I'm happy about it. But sometimes I just think, oh, you know what? I need a break. And it's been terrible for people that follow what I do here because I haven't been very attentive in trying to keep everything rolling because it's just like a big puzzle. It's hard to do sometimes. But you know what? Life's good. It throws you challenges, and if you get through it, you're better off. You'll buy my white Nova for $8.50. Might need to bump that up a bit. Looking forward to the videos on Jason's 351. So Jason's 351, I'm going to give him to him. Give the video content to him, and I'll film mine. But his is going to be more interesting because it's got 302 rods in it, a much bigger cam. It'll have alloy Edelbrock heads, manifold. It's got a Street Demon carby or something going on it, headers, and it's all been balanced. His engine's going to be good for about 400 horsepower. I normally shoot for about 3 because I kind of like stock stuff, if you know what I mean. So, that's all good. I'm happy with that. He can have what he wants. That's all good. Let's go remember how this goes. How do these go? That goes there, right? No, I don't think it does. What's this bit? I can't remember. I can't remember a bloody thing. Hang on. That's got a linkage coming. Oh, that's the wrong part. That must be it there. Or is that the same one I just grabbed? No, it's got a dog leg on it. Doesn't it? Oh, there it is. Dumbass. It's here. All right. And that silver bit goes in there, like that. That's a weight for the choke. And then that guy goes on here, like that. And then yeah, that's it. Sweet. So yeah, I'll do his engine. Graham brought down 2 XC Fairmont seats because the 2 front seats from my XA are knackered. And so Graham's given me, and I've got to thank somebody for those 2. Jason's 351's an auto. I was a bit worried with the amount of power it's going to make, given he's got a stock transmission. And it hasn't got a stall converter. Well, it's got a converter, but not a high stall one, which is what it should have. It depends where it starts making power. So the camshaft I didn't pick. I picked my 2. Well, I've got a Lunati in the XW and I've got a Crow in the XC. But with the amount of modification his has got, Tony, the engine builder from Speedworks in Ringwood, has recommended a bigger cam for him. So I don't know what the cam is. I haven't seen the specs. I need to see it. But he did laugh and go, no, let's go bigger than that. And Tony can make power out of anything. He's incredible, that guy. So, yeah, that's just so to play with that at the moment. I'm going to drive. Yeah, okay. Sonia retracted her message. What do we got? Oh, hi, Peter. I got your email saying my son was going to have a lunchtime detention with you. What is the reason for it? Who's your son? It would have been if I gave a kid a detention, it's normally for lateness. What else have we got? Have I missed anything here? Declan, actually, the tape at the moment has a light vehicle mechanic was completely devastated to find that they don't teach people carburetors. I'm doing now. Good is pretty much obsolete technology. It is, absolutely. And fuel injection is the buzzword. And there's only so much you can fitness for your apprenticeship. I think they're 3, they were 4 years ago. When do I get the XA back? The XA is at Graham's dad's house at the moment. So I've got to get the plumber in. He knows about it. He's got me on his list to do the... my son is Rosie. Oh, I've got another one. I've got to get the plumber in to do the... Yara, how are you going, buddy? Okay, so the plumber's coming to do downpipes on the carport, and then after that, I've got to get the final inspection from the council. Then after that, I've got to get a slab poured. Then I'll take half the back of the garage off. I'll put the Commodore in there and the EJ because the EJ looks terrible out the front. I can't stand it. Clean off the front yard from all the cars because that looks worse. Then I'll bring the XA because I'm going to get it blasted in Adelaide and it's a lot cheaper to do it there. But, you know, you can only... Some people don't want to work. My plumber's the hardest working guy. He's a good friend. I've known him for 35 years or something. He's a brilliant plumber. They're incredible guys. And his 2 sons became plumbers. And I wish my kids did something that I was sort of interested in, but they said, no, Dad, your job sucks. So it is what it is. What have I forgotten? Oh, I know what I'm going to do. This one. You guys are going to make me wreck this. But as I said, it's Jason, so does it really matter? It's not very nice saying that. So it should be the throttle body complete. Okay, we've got the choke weight here, which the idle screw rests against, which is there. We've got the little Venturi butterfly sorted out. I think it's central. It looks pretty good. We've got the air take-up for the distributor, the back advance. So all I need to washer, and I've got a small split pin. Actually, I'm going to pop that in now just to keep that from moving, but I want to put a flat washer there. Normally, I like to put a bit of lube on there too. And I just can't see. I wish I could see. I just cannot see. I lost 2 pairs of glasses. One of them is exactly the one I need. Geordie, hello. How are you going, mister? How are you going since you left school? What are you doing these days? Yeah, it is. They seem to have very little care for mental health. Everything's become a business now, and it's just seems to be what the priority is, making money rather than people's well-being. It's difficult. I was talking actually to a kid about it today. Not sort of about that, but I thought he was a well-adjusted, normal, happy kid, and he's been through a lot too. At least, wait, is yours a GK? I thought it was a GJ. Oh, at least he's got a better one than me. Neil has a better one than me. All right, so let's have a look. Phil with the XF Falcon, how are you? Okay, so Neil says, once the GK Sigma is on the road, owner needs rear shocks replaced and a factory aircon regassed to search for a VH Valiant Ranger. Neil, why do you want a VH Valiant Ranger? Charger I get, but VH Valiant Rangers. I picked one up for $100 when I was young, and it was mint, but I just didn't like it, so I got rid of it. My current vehicles I have are 2001 AU2, well done. SR10 in blue, automatic. Other cars are 1984 Nissan Irvan, diesel, SD23 camper van, 5-speed manual column shift. That would be a handful to change gear, wouldn't it? Geordie's going well. I finished my course for the year last week, ready to get back into it next year. Good on you, mate. Well done. Where were you studying? Were you at Box Hill? I think you went to Box Hill, didn't you? I can't remember now. It's good to see you. I'm going to put that to the side. Yeah, Box Hill, I thought you had. I saw you recently walking past the house. Graham's back. Well, yes, that is Graham. And you can tell it's him because when he sits down and the camera sees him, it'll get a large fracture right across it.
Wow,
right.
Right in the feelings.
I'm afraid I only have a Skoda Yeti. You know, the funny thing is, anything oddball or weird, it's kind of desirable. It doesn't matter what it is. That's why Graham is quite desirable, because he's oddball and weird.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far.
Sell it, Dave. Hi, Peter and Graham from UK. Oh, you're in my homeland. How are you, Daniel? Hello from Queensland, lads. How are you going today?
87.
Yeah, I know. 87.
Winning!
Nathan Hickey. Evening, gentlemen. Nathan Hickey's the guy that's putting a package together of Falcon V8 goodies for me.
Getting a package together for you, eh? What?
Leave the jokes to me. Right. I'm going to snipe your dad and steal his item back. I like your dad, but I'm not going to nick him. I find the edit economical, practical, and comfortable. That's why we have Starlies. I've got 3, now down to 2, because that guy wants one, and he's going to have it because I don't want it. But I do have to finish it. It's knackered at the moment. If you like,
we need to get DJ to have the other one. Then all 3 of us can have a Starlet.
And what does that gain?
Driver!
And you drive all in a line with life written down the side, and everyone goes, what a bunch of wankers. Right.
I wasn't going to say it.
I think you can say that, can't you? Is it okay to say that? That's probably a little bit yuck to say, isn't it? So maybe we shouldn't.
It's probably a bit late for that.
What? Because the kids are in bed?
I don't know.
Nor do I. I can't remember what to do. Hang on. I'm trying to do this. Wish I could get the goodies. Hang on. I'm 35 years of age. Good on you, Bill. Hang on. I've got to keep out. What happened to the wild violet Fairlane? I've got $2 and you didn't. You can have one of these. The purple Fairlane, Jason fully intended to do that. Then a tank came along, which is one and since. Oh, will you tell a story? I'm not going to tell.
Well, I've just got to do some personal stuff quickly. But yeah, it was supposed to.
Not in front of me, right?
I was supposed to do the Fairlane, but then this giant metallic object, which weighs a ton or 15 of them,
it kind of rocked up. Didn't it?
You sort of don't expect to get a sort of present, well, not a present, but it's a lifelong dream.
Graham, I've forgotten how to put this together.
Whoops.
Yeah. Okay, where does that go? That's an idle air bleed. That should go in the top, right? And holy shit, does that fit? No, I didn't think it went there. My goodness me, I've forgotten stuff, which is kind of bad.
Oh no, that's me having to pay another chunk of my payment for the stupidly large and idiotic purchase I made.
What did you do?
I bought a model.
Oh, I've got to ask these guys something.
I bought a model tank that was huge.
Give all the $4 to Graham. Well, do you know what? I spent a fortune on petrol. He came here on about half what I would have spent in the Toyota in his Commodore.
And people poo-poo the large Commodores
Commodores are grouse cars. Everyone
because it
bags
was
them.
basically idling the
I'm
whole
tell
way
you
over.
what, that channel SHIT Cars of Australia on YouTube, on Facebook. I'm a member of that, and I am sick and tired of it. They're just angry idiots bagging EVs and then bagging internal combustion engine cars and then getting all personal and silly about it. So inane.
Oh my god!
Oh, they're just dumb. I've had enough of it. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's no cause for that sort of behaviour when you're being that personal and horrible to people.
Well, you know what's funny? If you think about that, some people's lives are so sad that their only enjoyment is picking the fun out of someone else.
Oh, ridiculous behaviour. Almost as ridiculous as trying to do this when you can't see and you've forgotten what to do. G'day, gentlemen. Oh, Graham, that's yours. It's Patrick.
Yeah.
You said hello.
Oh yeah, I can see that. My problem is I need glasses too, and I don't have glasses. I need to get my eyes tested because I'm going blind. Slowly.
They say men go blind for a reason. That's probably your reason, but
Don't stab your table.
no, it's still the cardboard.
Stabby, stabby.
Stabby.
Jason Hill.
Jason, where?
Right there.
Jason! Other seats in Melbourne, they are on my front porch now because that guy bought them this afternoon. And there's one more thing. After work tomorrow, I'm going to take the back seat to the powder coater. Yeah, that might take a week or so, but at least the front seat's here. And I haven't got the bottom of the I still need to buy the bottom of the back seat. Like, if anyone, actually, there's a couple of questions I want to ask. All right, you ready for this? I need a bottom half of the back seat for an XA Falcon. I don't care if it's Fairmont or Falcon because I've got the Fairmont half that I need and we can modify.
Probably get a Fairlane bottom half as well because it's only the top half that's different. Pretty sure.
I don't know because the top half is different and it's
The
about
top
4
half is different
inches.
because the dog leg's bigger.
The dog leg's bigger, but if the top half is, would they have the seat frame at the bottom the same because it's going to fit under the dog leg? Ergo, it's going to be less exposed room. I reckon the Fairlane one could be longer, but I don't know that.
I'm skeptical. I reckon it'd be the same.
I'm skeptical of you, but I reckon. I just don't want to take a punt if I'm wrong. Do you know what I mean? Because I did that with the Falcon and then I had to pull it all apart. Has that got a jet sitting in there? Yes, it has. I'm going to put this here because I can. And the other thing, aftermarket top loaders, apparently brand new, made in the USA. They're long extension housing ones. So they're the same as a GT Falcon, apparently American, and they're all made from brand new parts and like $2,400. And I was going to buy one. He said, just be careful. I don't incline to agree because I don't know much about them, but I am thinking of getting one for the XA.
Make sure you get the right one. That's all.
Well, yeah, I
Multiple
know,
different
but
types.
I had a look online, and they're the same as a Hoey one, right? They're a really long extension housing. Okay, so your GTs and your HOs, I should say, and XA GTs had a longer extension housing than the standard one, and this is wide ratio. I'm actually thinking, but I spoke to this guy Gil. He's a fantastic guy, and he said, "Why don't you think about a T5?" And he's got a friend with a top loader, and I need to think about this. I just don't know what to do. But he's got a mate with one that's got a crack in it, and he's going to see if he wants to sell it. And he said, what about a T5? And T5s are lovely. They're slick gearboxes to use. But the only problem I've got with the T5 is I kind of want something authentic, even though the car's not authentic, right? It's going to be made out of bits like everything else. Gil, there he is. I was just talking about you. Hi, Peter and Graham. Peter, I might have a Cleveland alternator you can have for your 351. I love this guy. He's the guy that gave me the so Jason Hill is on here too. So Jason, you remember Gil from Andre's shop, and Gil's offered a set of 351 rods. So I've got the pistons, right? They're 20 over Hyper Tactics, brand new. I've got the block, which just has to have a 2000s finish on it because it's already been bought 18, and I've got the crank. I didn't have the rods, and I didn't want 302 ones because I've got 351 pistons. And Gil said, I've got a set you can have them. And I think that's just the most generous thing you can do. So, Gil, thanks so much. I think the seat base will be longer. I don't know this.
No, because the floor pan's not longer. The car at Fairlane is longer behind the back seat. It's the dog leg that's wider. And on an LTD, an LTD would have a longer floor pan because they have a bit in the
They
roof.
got a bit in the roof.
Yeah, so an LTD is longer than a Fairlane, but a Fairlane would still share, I reckon, the same back
You
seat.
need a gasket for that. It's going to piss fuel everywhere.
Like this guy here.
It could be super. Oh,
Or is it one of these ones?
no. I don't know. Yeah, no, I reckon that won't fit. That would be the one that I forgot to put it underneath the main jet.
Whoopsie daisy.
No, not the main jet, the power valve thing. I can't remember what it's called. Anyway, I'm going to put this
Well, if
in.
we just loosely get these guys together, I can disassemble it later.
Yeah, you might have to just stick juice in it with legs. Nah, gasket it up, buddy. Right, that is looking rather splendid. Oh, I need.
I still think the gold anodizer looks better. Actually, looking at that, just comparing the bottom of them.
Are we allowed to swear? No, we're not.
Well, it's not my channel. I'll be right.
I'll be right, Jack. Bugger you. All right, so that looks ominous. So let me have a look at this bit.
When did you put this one together?
Like 6 months ago, 8 months ago. A long time ago. I can't remember. I've just got that Dexter flat washer under there, right? And then I can do that trick to there. Does that make sense?
No.
So I'm there. Good on you. So on this, that guy goes here, and that's for your accelerator pump. Yep. Yep. Okay. Where's the nuts?
Yeah.
There it is. There. Good. Splendid. How are we going? Right. Hi from Bendigo. Hello, Andrew. How are you? It's lovely to see
98.
you. 98. That's 98 people that are bored, right? Looking at this.
Well, we went down to 97. People are coming and going.
They do. I used to do that on low feeds before I forgot my pliers.
100. People are really must be it is a bit of a late. It's boring night, isn't it?
No, it's probably because I haven't had any worthwhile content. They're like, what is this guy doing? This is just bad. Don't ever do a nut up with needle nose pliers unless you're stupid. But that'll lock on for now. So that is working. Look at that, huh? Good. Right.
Starting to get a bit worried about this guy.
Shoot. What have I forgotten to do?
Did you catch my email about a mower resto? About the mower resto? I think that's what this is. Really hard to see. Sounds like you've got an email waiting for you.
Have I?
Oh.
I keep forgetting to check my Gmail. I'm going to feel a lot better if I go and get that other carby, the knackered one, and just see what's down there. Because I've forgotten.
Just take the top of this one and have a look-see.
I'll put it together there.
Whinge. It's all of like
no,
6
because
screws.
I'm going to. Yeah, but I put them on. I'm going to. Just give me a sec. I'm just going to start out and get it. So, yeah, I did a visit. I've done a couple of visits to Graham in Adelaide. It's actually a great drive. I enjoyed the road trip.
It doesn't take long at all.
What's 8 hours?
Oh, it didn't feel like it.
It took me about 12 because I could keep stopping.
The worst part of the trip was the crap bit at the end when I was getting into Melbourne. What a shit show this joint is.
It is. Melbourne's a pain in the ass. So Dylan from Hobart says hello. Hello, Dylan. How are you?
I just don't understand how the hell the traffic can be so bad.
Yeah, you know the conversation's gone south. Look, 92. 10 people have just gone.
Snooze.
Get out of here. They've just gone. We're not going to listen.
Well, these two.
Now, I'm just going to dart out for a minute. Okay, just give me a moment. 2 secs. 2 secs. Literally. I won't be long. Fruit.
There's a chair there.
There's a chair in there. There's a chair as well, wasn't
Yeah, it's in your ass now. Well then. Move to Perth. Nah. Here he goes, out the window. Tup, 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 tup. It's going to drop off now because it's just me keeping the team going. Watch those numbers fall. How are my projects going? I think I did an update recently, and the tank I keep very updated on my Patreon, XA Coupe Guy. If you want to go support it there, I am actually going to country Victoria on this trip as well and seeing a tank buddy. So there might be some more tank footage on my channel. Why the interest in tanks? Why do people like Falcons? Why do people like Holdens? It's what they're into. I like tanks.
Do you want to close the door? Like, is the kids movie annoying you?
Not really.
Right. So you gave me 3 carbies, right?
I gave some other guy another bunch too as well.
Did you?
Oh, I've had, I think at one point I might have had 9 or 10 of these carburetors, and I don't know how I managed to accumulate them all.
I've got 6 here.
I don't remember buying any of them.
You probably nicked them.
Oh,
Anyway,
no such thing.
I've got 6 here BXOBs for grey motors, right? And 1 for red. That was in the XO that DJ left behind. Speaking of which, where's DJ?
Yeah, why isn't he on?
What do I have to answer? Anything? Uncle Fester, hello. How are you today? I reckon after all this rain, and we'll probably expect a funnel web spider trouble. I tell you, yeah, they live in the ground, those things, don't they? Still better than what's on the TV. Phil with XO Falcon. He's the guy that went to your shop, yeah?
Mm.
Yeah, that's him. Nice to see you, Phil. Why the internet in tanks? Just another hobby? Oh, why the interest in tanks?
Oh, well, I said, why do people like Holdens? Why do people like Fords? It's just what I'm into.
Such a good drive, then. Yeah, welcome to Melbourne. I know. The traffic's awful, isn't it? The tank is great.
Well, actually, I can blame Dad for that one because there's a town in country Victoria called Murrayville. It's right on the Adelaide Victorian border. It's not far from Pinaroo.
Yeah?
Yeah. No, but there's still tanks sitting in a paddock out there.
Is there?
Yep. Be careful, it's on private property, but you can go up and have a look at them. They're just sitting on the side of the road. A bit hard to miss, and that used to be heaps of them. Now there's not many.
Right.
And
what is under
that's
there?
Dad's fault for taking me there as a kid.
Nothing is under there. That's what I wanted to know.
Nothing's under there. Feel my cheek jiggle when I do that.
Shut up. All right. So I just wanted to make sure this one is knackered. It's all seized up and everything. So you're taking this with you?
All my crap. Yep.
Yes. Right.
Well, you could just put all the crap in that starlet, and that'll probably work too.
Yeah. And then you'll say, "Oh, I don't want it now."
I decided it looks a bit shit.
A bit. I've got a splinter. There we go. All right. So we're cooking with gas.
Ass.
So what we need is a needle and seat. So we've got 2. Okay. The reason I didn't clean these is because you always put a new one in.
When you get a kit, you probably get a new one there.
That's the first thing you change over. So this is just going to be put in, and it doesn't matter, right?
Assemble them. They need to be pulled apart again anyway.
Well, sort of. You don't need to go overboard pulling it apart, but anyway. So there's a retaining clip that holds everything in, which is that guy.
Mm-hmm.
Then you've got the float, which you'll get a nice shiny one like this. The seat's in there, and I need the little shaft that it pivots on, which is this one here. And I'm hoping, I reckon I'm short on one of those. I'm going to rate this one. Gee whiz. Okay. Let me get this out.
Do you see the...
I enjoyed the 351 Cleveland build, and you helped me rebuild my first Clevo. Thank you very much, Uncle Fester.
Did you see...
Oh, yes, it was. Oh, Robert Harrison. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was great when I met you both, Phil, with the XF. Yeah, likewise. Did you see Dubbo's Garage Tank Chev Suburban? What?
No, must have missed that one.
Look, if I'm not reading properly, it's because I can't see anything.
Well, yeah, I'm a bit far away. It's really hard to read on a good day.
Well, I'm using a small computer, so you can't really. Damn, you can't get it out. Hang on a minute. I need to get this going. This is going to go ting, ting, ting. Yeah. Could have had the right bloody tools. Here
I
we
should
go.
message DJ and go, wait, we're doing a live.
Just text him. What? DJ. What about Byron? Text him. Have you got his number?
No, I don't actually.
He's a great guy.
I thought I did. Actually, everybody should actually go subscribe to his channel to get his numbers up. That's Byron, Down the Shed with Byron.
Down the Shed with Byron. He is a legend.
Get
You
on
know what
that.
he did? This is the sort of guy he is, right? So DJ's got this XA in the Outback, and I said, yeah, I'd like that. So he went about getting it, and he only had some roller wheels. Now, where DJ is, which is many, many miles away towards Central Australia, he had some wheels he can put on to roll it around. This is after he did all that work in a 40-degree day. I have some Falcon wheels that I can send him, but sending or freighting Falcon wheels all the way there is going to cost $1,000, like ridiculous amount of transport because they're bulky, big things, yeah? So Down the Shed with Byron buys 4 like trailer wheels, weren't they?
I think he did more than that. I reckon it was 6 or something.
He did 8. He did them for the Fairlane too.
Yeah, and then that all sort of went tits up.
It doesn't matter. That was your fault. But I'm feeling guilty. But you should after screwing so many people. Anyway, he stuck them on a pallet, wrapped them up, sent them from Perth to DJ for me. And I'd never met him. And I thought that was incredibly generous. You're a good man, Byron, if you see this.
Well, he gave me a care package too. It was very useful.
He's just a wonderful guy. And he helps DJ. Like, look at this upside down. He helps DJ all the time. Like, he did a whole lot of work on that taster video that DJ put out on that yellow car that we're not going to talk about.
Oh, that's not a live video yet, is it?
No. So we can't sort of give DJ.
Well, we'll get heads up. There is a video coming. That's pretty good.
It's a very good video. It's on an unusual car too. So, Byron, I really hope you see this because I just want to thank you so much for everything you've done for us because you're a really, really kind guy.
I've got his sticker on my cabinet at the workshop, but it keeps falling off. Like, I don't know whether the cabinet's got a weird coating on it, but the sticker just keeps peeling off no matter how many times I glue it back on. Don't matter.
Why won't you go in, you son of a gun?
That's not what he's actually thinking.
No, I'm thinking the son of a something else. Radio, that won't go in. Can you see this? Can you see that retaining clip that holds the pin down?
Yeah, it's in. Oh, not quite.
No, it's not. So it's got 2 feet on it that hold that shaft in. You've got to push it. And when you know when it goes in because it goes clip.
You realise we've been talking for 52 minutes?
Really?
Yeah.
I've got to head off. Oh, good on you, Adrian. Thank you so much for joining.
I hope we're still live. Oh, there's
there's more. Graham, is that a hint for more stickers?
I don't know what that means.
Festa. No, he's got stickers.
Oh, okay.
These are 10 questions. You can answer that while I do this. I'm going to do something really weird and put 2 sets of glasses on because I've lost my good ones. And now I'm a 4 eyes. But
so,
man, can
Uncle
I see?
Fester, is that Byron, is it? It must be Byron.
No, because Byron's name isn't Uncle Fester, is it? Byron, is that you?
It could be. Well, if there's a hint for more stickers for the...
No, because if it was Byron, he would have said, oh, thanks, mate, or something like that.
Well, you never know.
Yeah, or
he could be watching, trying to just figure out what the hell we're crapping on about. Tank bought in the scrapyard. What does that say? Fussed or fused?
Fused. I saw that comment. I got it in. Oh, yes. There you go.
Yeah, I have I don't understand it.
So you've got to set your float up too, but it's probably pretty right. Now.
I'm just trying to work out what that last comment is.
Tank bought in scrapyard, fused with it last year into bits to finish it better.
Yeah.
But it hasn't got a turret. So it's like yours. It hasn't got a turret. You've got a turret now, though, yeah?
I do. It's not an original one, but because an original turret's worth about $30,000.
See, I just don't get that.
It's starting to become a sort of a millionaire's game where you've got to have stupid. I've seen 2 Stuart tanks like mine, which are both projects, sell recently for the thick end of $90,000.
That is such a lot of money.
Well, and there was a Grant tank that sold at Lloyd's earlier this year, and that was well towards $400,000.
Bloody hell! But who's buying them? And the thing is, like, you've got to be able to use them, don't you?
Not really. These people with stupid money just park them in their sheds and don't ever do anything.
Oh.
That pump is rooted.
Yeah. Oh, look, this stuff is rooted. Like, it's just old crap that we're trying to make strawberry shortcake out of. Okay, how does this look? The air horn, where's that flap? Goes that way, doesn't it? Yes, it does. Right.
Goes that way down.
So that, hang on, what am I doing here? Because
this goes in that way.
that has, yeah, I know, but I'm not looking at that. I'm looking at this bit here. So that, oh, that's got a thread, so that goes that way. So this, it's tricky because this has a thing that goes around it here. Right, so you got to put that on. No, idiot. You got to put it in there. So how's that held in? Oh, I see.
Just buy a Holly and be done with it. Holly don't make carburetors for grey motors, I believe.
No, they used to. Old Valiants had them, didn't they? AP5s.
I've
they
never
had a single barrel Holly.
I've never seen a Holly with that small of a port.
I have. Really early ones.
Yeah.
You could get them.
They don't make them anymore, I'm pretty sure.
Probably not. I saw a single barrel Holly once years ago.
Probably back when grey motors were a lot more common, I imagine.
What does Slant Sixes use? Are they a twin barrel? No, I can't see it.
I'm sure they were using a something like a 2-barrel, weren't they?
I don't know. DJ. Well, they were a lot more powerful than the Holds and Fords, so they probably were. So that has to go. This spring is for the choke return. Hang on a minute. Oh, okay. I'm a doofus. That goes around there like
He admits it.
Yeah, no.
You heard it here first.
I am the first one to admit that I'm not very clever sometimes.
It's amazing you get your pants on in the morning, really.
Oh, you're not putting them on.
2 legs at a time.
You just have a way with words, don't you? Right. Does that go? Oh, damn. Hang on. It goes. Oh, it goes like that. I can see it. Yep, I've got it.
Do you?
Not really.
Ah.
Take you guys. I've got to head off. I'll be tuning in again for future content. Cheers from William at Gambia, South Australia. Thanks, William.
South Australia, where traffic isn't mental.
Holly. Yeah. Oh, look, no, my eyes are shocking. So I'm just trying to figure.
I'm wondering if DJ might be a little bit paralyzed with alcohol right now.
DJ doesn't drink.
Are you sure? Those bottle caps seem to jail otherwise.
Hey,
Did you see how many were in the Cressida?
Did you see how many Byrons stuck in that yellow car?
They're quite fond of their liqueur.
They do. They're good guys. They're the best guys.
What's the end game for the tank? I believe it goes something like this.
Like what?
It's a good looking tank. That's the end game.
Oh, that's all right.
Just like that.
Okay, I've got this. So this guy goes in that rebate there. But I've got to hold the spring. This is an asshole. There we go. Whoops. I just dropped it out.
This is probably the rudest you've ever been on a live feed.
Oh, damn it. Yeah, well, I can't get it to work. I know. I just thought it'd be interesting to do a live feed and do this at the same time. But being a typical bloke.
I'm picking up from Lloyd's Auctions a bunch of tank parts. Not just stuff I won, but what my buddy won as well.
Oh, Graham's got a buddy.
I have buddies. Buddies.
There we go. That's it. Right.
I mean, sure, they pay me a monthly fee.
So that goes in there. Like that. And see, it's got a little spring-loaded bit. That's what I was fighting.
Sure you were.
Yeah. And this guy faces down. And that goes to the front like that. And I remember going, my gosh, how does this fit? But now, I can't get it in. I can't get it in.
And this was the last time he was a school teacher.
How do I do it? That goes on that side. But how do I do it? I can't remember how to do it. That's got to go, right? So that vent has to face the back.
It's got to go that way, doesn't it?
Yeah, but try and get that in with that way.
I mean, just like that?
Yeah.
Idiot.
Yep, pretty much. But it only fits in very tightly, like.
Well, it's got to be a fairly good seal on the throttle body.
Super seal. How are we up to questions? Whack on a 1150 Dominator. Can you imagine? You get hydraulic lock with that thing on a grey motor.
How did he kill it? Well, with a lot of fuel.
Oh, you get hydraulic. Yeah, can you imagine?
How's my back made of glass? It is never quite recovered from that the other day.
What happened to your back the other day?
I was putting a shoe on. No, what I've been doing is I've been working on that rusty Landau, and because it's not one of the ones on a rotisserie, I've been sort of hunched over and I've strained my back doing that kind of stuff, and I put my shoe on, and did my back in.
So you would do what you had? You were working on the Landau with bare feet. Are you DJ? So you put your shoe on in the Landau, or
oh, if only I could say what I was thinking.
you can't. We're on YouTube, Telly. So you got to be polite, Graham.
Oh, that's why I didn't say anything. But
And if you do say anything bad on my channel, I've got to either delete it or
own up to it.
Yeah, which I'm not going to.
You're like, yeah, it was me.
How the bloody hell? Okay, that's how I did it. These are bastards. Whoops.
So you stab your hand.
Well, no, I'm stabbing your carburetor. Particularly when
somebody's like, still single, Pete?
Yeah.
Yep.
Was that a man or woman that said that?
I don't know. It could be anyone you want to be. This day and age, you can't
Still
tell.
single, and you can tell because I'm playing with this on the dining room table. That's how you know I'm single. Right. Is your wife excited to get the EJ on the road, Graham?
This is DJ.
DJ Cannons, you bastards. All right. Hang on. Here we go. Okay. This is the man, boys and girls. This is DJ.
It's actually all his fault. We're just innocent parties here.
Oh, totally. Like, we do
We're just two innocent boys.
That's just, you just get better with age, don't you? Right. Hang on a minute. I forgot this. And the $64,000 question is which way to go, which is that way. And you now have silver stuff. Wait.
I think you better put the gasket on before that.
Yes, I know. I was just testing you.
Pass the test.
That's munted. Should be right.
That's probably the better one. Oh, no, it's got a split in the top corner. Never mind. I'll shut my pretty mouth.
Pretty is, that's an oxymoron. Your name was pretty.
Well, I mean, if you closed your eyes and thought of someone beautiful while you were thinking of me, I guess you could think I was beautiful.
Jesus. Right, so that goes like that. Now we've got to put that guy in there.
He's like, I take no responsibility for anything you fellas do. Yeah, right.
Hey, gang, DJ. Does he mind if we call him Donald?
That's his name, isn't it?
He never calls. Hang on.
This is where you lose your fingers.
This is where I lose my concentration and start making mistakes. So, DJ, what have you been up to? How's that? We haven't divulged what your latest thing is. You know, what thing we're talking about. That fetish? No, I'm kidding. But
I'm pretty sure everybody knows that one already.
It's beer. That's DJ's fetish.
He's an alcoholic.
So, DJ, how are you going with that yellow car? We don't need to mention what it is. Is it all finished? Is Byron finished with it?
They're going to hurt that.
No, they wouldn't hurt that. That one might have had a dicey thread.
Dun, 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 dun,
Oh, this fits. Good.
Super.
Super. Damn.
Here we go.
Can you read it? Because I can't.
Oh, I'm struggling. DJ looks like he's at Byron's working.
Is he?
Well, that's what he looks like he's written. Oh, there's Byron.
Ah! You're just taking it for a drive. Haha, good on you, buddy. Hey, that video of yours was fantastic. I really enjoyed it.
Maybe you two chaps should do a live feed.
They did. Oh, it wasn't a live feed.
No, it wasn't. It was just a video together.
It was a video together.
But I reckon they should do one.
Byron, you're a good mechanic. I was watching you how the way you did things and I'm thinking, this guy knows what he's doing.
Well, you don't advertise it because then everybody wants what you to do, you know?
Yeah, but he's in Perth, isn't he?
Oh, I assume so. He's on the other side of the country. He's probably as far away as possible.
From you. Graham, I'm making a mess of this. I need my other tool.
Is it? I'm all the tool you'll ever need.
No, I can't get the bloody thing out.
Why are you trying to take it out?
No, I'm trying to get it in, sorry. I think that's in. You're going to have to mess with it when you've got vision and a fit. I don't want to wreck it. I'm going to leave it like that,
Just going
right?
to move the mouse out of the way and read.
Right.
That's right, Graham. Yeah.
Beers and a pub feed now. Let me guess, chicken parma. That's my favourite pub meal, chicken parma.
Do you people in Victoria, when you go to a chicken shop, can you actually get a chicken schnitzel and chips, or is that just a South Australian thing?
Hang on, and what sort of shop?
Like a fish and chip shop,
Yeah.
where you get chicken and chips.
Hmm.
Can you get a chicken schnitzel and chips?
I'm assuming so, yeah.
I was going to ask. No, there's a clip that goes on there. One of these guys. Yeah. Yes. I promise you.
Promise. Yeah, that kind of makes sense.
I've never pulled one apart to the degree that you have, but I have pulled a few of them apart in my time.
What? Oh, cubbies.
Carburetors.
Yeah. No, he wants a silver one, he wants a gold one. So he's got a gold one, so you're going to give him the silver one.
And I'll pick and choose the best
and
one.
you pick the one that you want. Well, actually, pick the one that looks the best and then put a kit through it.
Yeah, and then just put the other one on the shelf.
And then put the other one on the shelf and just sell it for like $1,000, which is what everyone does on eBay. So, automated carnage. What are you talking about, buddy boy? He's got different yellow gem, Andrew. She's awesome. I actually loved it. I saw the video. I thought, what? So, Byron's reaction when you pulled in, I laughed aloud.
He's probably talking about when last time DJ did a live feed with us, technically speaking. That's when the XA plan sort of spawned.
Well, he stooged me. He said he had it in his yard. Are you talking about that?
Lying.
And he was stooging me, and he was laughing because he had me hooked. And I said, "Really? Have you got it?"
Well, the plan is backfired now because
it's at your place.
Yeah,
I've got it. It's at your place. Thank you, Tebo. Awesome. Thank you very much. This is for my JE Chimera fund. That's really generous. Thanks so much.
Where's all this money come from?
Well, he gave me $14.99.
I know, but that's why we're not that interesting, are we? Surely not.
Well, you're not, but I am.
Well.
But interesting can be construed both ways. Interesting or interesting. You know what I mean? There's two ways to look at it.
My God.
My goodness. Now that uses one of these screws is longer.
Yeah, because on the front of them there's a little. Some of them they have a little like a bracket on them.
Yeah, but there's one of those that's longer.
Yeah, but I think the two long ones go at the front.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, because they can poke out the bottom. See?
Yeah.
But if you have, they all can poke out the bottom.
You probably know more about this stuff than me. Why am I doing this? You should be doing it.
Well, you pulled it apart, and the best person to put it back together.
Yeah, but I did it. I did it a year ago.
I could probably put one together. But
you could. Anyone could put one of these together. That's if you can make it work or not. So, contributing thing. Right. That's going to be a prick to do. I'm an idiot because where's the thing that hanging through the bottom? Oh, you son of a gun. I've got to.
Does that mean this one's come from here, does it?
What? Yeah.
Is it anything going there, or is it just that?
Just that. So it's like a power valve type thing, I think.
Yeah, that's got a really shonky thread on it, actually. It's a little bit.
So it's this.
That needs a tap run through it, is what that needs.
Yeah, I'm not game. I'm just going to loosen this off because I got a bit carried away with it. Because I think, I think I probably should have cleaned the threads up, but I can't remember.
Oh, those are two. They've got the little doodads on them already.
Yeah, where's this go? Okay, that just goes in there. But that actually appears to be a little bit too long. What the hell? That looks too small. Hang on, question. $10. Bill, you're a legend. Thank you so much. Look at this. How much did you get? Zippo? I got $25.
2/10 of. Oh.
No, that's a lot. Any help I can use. I'm giving you all the good stuff and leaving myself with the shite.
There's a really good, awesome EJ out the backyard. That's pretty good.
It is. That's why I'm doing this. Well, you've been really good to me. Like, I've got a lot of stuff at you. XA seats, but then I'm going to give you.
Don't forget to thank Tom from Fat Rides.
Tom from Fat Rides. If you're there.
You're probably not, but yeah.
No, but he might see it. I don't know if he watches my dribble, but at the end of the day, if I need to offer you a thank you because the seats that you relinquished, which were XA seats, I ended up inheriting from Graham. And I want to say thanks so much because they're very, very hard to get. The car's an XA Fairmont, so it's got your typical grain vinyl in it, but it's also got those plastic covers on the back. and I really
Do you know
need
how many
them.
arguments I've had with people who don't believe that the XAs had hard plastic on the back seats? They're like, no.
Well, I didn't know.
Yeah, they're a thing. That's how
They
you
are a
tell the
thing.
XB and XB and XA apart.
Uh-huh.
XBs don't have it.
Hang on, I've got to see where this.
Bleeping, bleeper.
What the hell? Ah, okay. So we've got to put this linkage. I've done this wrong, but what do you do? I've done it wrong because I'm not concentrating.
He's constipating.
What hole is that?
Nope, didn't
The
get it.
center hole. Hang
You're right,
on.
this is a little
No, there's only one hole. It's only got one hole.
Do you realise that Byron has just given you a 50?
Byron, are you serious? You know, I was just saying that I was astounded by the wheels he sent and
his generosity, because he gave
his
me
generosity. I mean, I can understand why he gave it to you because you have a learning disability and you felt sorry for you. But oh, what a kind bloke! Am I going to get stabbed? Hang on, $50. Wow, how does this go? Oh, I see. That goes over there. You know what? I'm just doing bad work at the moment. I'm just going to leave that hanging. Oh, it's my bum. Now, I've got to put the throttle body on now. So we need that
Beers
guy.
and Pepsi for the boys. Or the
Oh.
Dodgy Brothers.
I'll tell you what I'll do.
DJ's like, answer your phone. No.
What I'll
No.
do, Byron, I'm going to go and buy Pepsis for Graham tomorrow.
You don't have to buy me Pepsi. I came stocked my own.
They've got a bag in their workshop, a yellow bag. So in the videos, next time he does videos, look in the background for yellow bags, yeah? And you'll see a yellow bag hanging down near the tank, and it's where they put their empties from the Pepsi. And you'll notice it gets filled every day.
Oh, yeah, DJ's trying to do it. We was trying to do a thingy, but Messenger is being a pain in the hole at the moment, and it's not working properly. So I'm not getting any messages.
Yeah, but people are saying they send you messages, but they're really not because, well, it's you. So.
Wow. You know, I know where you sleep, right?
That's just weird. You know what Rosie says to me? Is that Rosie behind me?
We're putting on the kettle.
Oh, no, that's right. So Rosie always says, if I piss her off, careful, I'll watch you while you sleep. It's like, that's like, wow. That's not creepy.
I thought it was Scooby-Doo for a second.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's when you get the pillow stuffed in your face while you're trying to sleep and you're like, what are you doing? I'm just comforting you.
Yes, you're dying.
Did you know your death is imminent?
That's DJ. Hello, DJ. How are you?
See, it's ringing, but like nothing is coming on the screen.
That's DJ. That's how you can tell it's him.
And it's literally not working.
Yeah, because he's stooging you.
Well,
He's messing with you, Graham.
Is he just?
It's DJ.
Yeah, but I've been trying to message people all day, and literally Facebook Messenger has been like, no.
I still call it feces book.
Well, yeah, it's
full of
fairly accurate. See that one?
There it goes. No. He sent you a message. I just heard it.
Yeah, well, it's taking. No, it's probably because you missed a chat call. I'm trying to get this clip in, but I'm like, which one?
Oh,
is
they're
it?
bastards.
No,
I have
I'll let
trouble.
you piss fart around with that. I've run out of skiv.
Run out of patience, huh? Oh, is there more? Evening from Queensland, lads. How's the XA coming along? Well, it's coming along in Graham's dad's garage.
Well, it's
It's
actually
been-
in the carport anyway.
It's being stored there at the moment while I finish my carport and get rid of a couple of cars here. So Alana's car's being sold. She doesn't know yet. She does. And Graham
And
is
what
taking.
she doesn't know
I've got
is
to
she's not
finish.
getting the money.
Well, Graham is taking the Starly, the white one. Starlet. And now you can be a Starlet driver. Oh, my
You've got to be really fabulous to drive a Starlet.
fabulously questionable.
I can see stuff in the camera behind me, but I can't quite make it out.
What are you doing? They're my children.
Wait for the finger or something.
What are you doing, kids? Oh, coffee.
Like I told you, they're planning our death. Didn't they? One of them's
What's
going to
that
get a
hole
hole.
for?
Oh,
Don't
yeah.
say anything.
No, there was,
That's
Yeah,
a bung.
yeah, this little guy.
Yeah,
Stick that in your hole.
that is a little bung. They're just dicking around, those two. They always do this. They wait till I'm on the phone or something, and then they start. Now,
That's not true, but respectful.
That's not true. We do it before you start.
now I got to get this guy in, and it's a pain in the butt pot. So,
In the tush. Oh, what's that
like,
say?
oh, he said hi, girls. Why did they block that out? What's wrong with saying hi?
It could be considered to be a little bit risque.
Why saying hi, girls?
Yeah, but some people don't intend the same things as normal
It's
people.
misogyny.
Oh, shut up. You're in your bullshit misogyny. Hang on.
It's the patriarchy.
Hang on.
It's not me, it's society.
What you doing, Rosa? You been good?
Yeah.
You sure about that?
What?
Where does that go? Hang on a minute. Right. That goes under there. Byron, I might get you to do this because I'm stupid with this stuff. I'm having trouble getting that. I need to put that.
It's like they're having the chat feed's got their own conversation going. It's like they hate us or something.
They don't hate us, they're just bored.
Well, they're bored enough that there's 95 of them looking at us. Probably interested in what's going on behind us.
Yeah, well, it's more interesting than what's going in front of us. Well, not that, but yeah, anyway. Rosie, you've been good. You sound devious. What's going on?
No, that's just my personality.
I know what your personality's like, and yes, it is devious, but
What?
nothing.
Say what?
Oh, here we go. I've got it because is that DJ?
Well, the phone's being a pain in the hole at the moment.
I can't get this bloody thing in.
I want to say what I want to say, but the YouTube won't let me.
Why? Oh, do you want to swear?
Oh, like you wouldn't believe.
Yeah, so do I actually, because this is annoying the crap out of me. So I'm finding it reasonably irksome. Is that polite enough for you?
That's not what you were
It
thinking.
doesn't actually.
Yeah. Well, irksome just means it's giving you the.
Does that have to go behind that thing?
Yeah, it does. But I've got to flick it over
Get the milk.
like
Well, wouldn't you?
like
Did
that.
DJ just send you $20? You've made like $100 tonight.
Did he?
He just sent you 20, so
Oh,
that's,
DJ!
that's like
Thank you so much.
$70 so
Aw.
far.
Yeah, but I'll share it with you. I'll give you.
Ah, don't worry about it.
No, well, we'll add it up and then I'll give you half.
What? Can I have some?
Is that what you want? Are you going to stop crying now?
Can I have 25%?
Shut up, Charlie. No.
I'm just saying, if it wasn't for
You're lucky I didn't murder you 25% of your lifetime ago.
That was only last week, man.
Okay, I've got to figure this better now. So that guy here, no,
He's an idiot.
here, that one goes like, not that. Oh yeah, goes like that. All right. So this needs to go in and down to there, and then we. Oh shit! No, that's wrong. Hang on, just a minute.
I think that green JJ guy, he said, "Oh no, there's trouble."
What you?
Well, the pair of us.
Oh yeah, he's probably right. Now, Graham, what you've got to do,
Just win the lotto. Yes, I know.
and when you do, who are you going to give something to? Wow. Right?
Me, myself, and I.
Hang on a minute. Okay, so this is almost complete. Like my kids are complete pains in the neck. I need to get tools. This is ridiculous. I've left all the tools in the Starly.
Bye, guys.
Bye bye, Charlie. Oh, do you want to? Hey guys, do me a favor, will you? Can you? Is that kettle still boiling?
It's I just
Yeah.
Did you put cold water in it?
no.
Okay,
not
sweet.
yet.
Can you do me a favor, love? Can you just pour that out, put tea back in the beer, and then just like,
Spit in it a few times.
no, don't do that. But you can, if you can you
Well,
put?
I used dribble in it.
No. I'd sooner you not do that. But can you pop a tea bag in there for me
Wait, just a tea bag.
and some water?
That'll cost you $70.
How much water?
Well, till it's like 2 centimeters from the top.
I don't know numbers, but yeah.
Come on, Rosie.
What are you talking about? That's awfully precise.
We're all drunk hands.
20 millimeters.
Right. Hello, Charlie, Rosie, and you girls. So Ian Wilson says hello.
Hi.
Good morning.
Good morning.
It's not.
Bonjour.
I believe it's pronounced good moaning.
You've got to stop those innuendos. Good
Yes.
morning. Jesus Christ. You are just wrong in so many ways.
What is this one? Another hidden comment. What's that say?
It says is this like some sort of carburetor chatterbait channel?
I mean, oh God, I want to say what I want to say, but I'm not allowed to.
What's chatterbait?
It's probably.
Oh, you don't want to know.
I was gonna say you want to just.
What does it mean?
It's a place where good and bad things happen.
100 tokens to kiss each other. You need more than 100, bud. I'm not kissing this.
105.
101.
Chatterbait. I've never heard of that.
Well, it's where people go to watch things and.
Oh, people publish sexual stuff, do they?
Yeah.
Okay. I get the picture.
I mean, obviously, this guy's enjoying our feed thoroughly.
Because of the chatterbait.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, especially when you
So-
get money from it too.
Oh, yeah, I'm stoked. Hang on, I found a gasket. So I'm going to pop a gasket in here just in case you cheap out and decide not to do it the way you should. Where's the
Keep it
gasket?
clean, G-rated. Yeah. I've wanted to say so much more.
Oh, he laughed at you. He said it to you too. So that actually speaks volumes about your smutty mind. Now, Mr. Newbury. No, okay, we're not finished yet. I've got to put that guy in there, and then we're good.
Isn't there a clip for that or something?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a splittany thing.
It's a splitty, but I've got a splitty sitting in that to stop it falling off. But I'm sure I saw another one in here. So it's not those. They're for the floats. That bung has to go in. Let's just clean that off a bit. Not quite. Do you ever do that on concrete to clean stuff?
I use sandpapers, but yeah.
Sandpaper.
Shouldn't there be a washer in there somewhere?
I don't know.
There's one on this one.
Hang on. What about this guy? Has this got anything on it? This
Whose
carb-
carbies are these? They're mine.
That's Graham's carby.
Yeah, all the spare.
Well, this one's knackered. He gave me 3, and this one was stuffed because it was all full of water and it's seized up. Yeah, so I went and got a whole bunch of stuff plated, and we're just picking the best to give him.
Oh,
But you know what? I've got splittings. I've got everything in the garage, but I haven't got them
we're
yet.
going for an hour and 20.
Really? We'll have to pull the pin soon. Where the hell is it?
When will you finish the XC?
Soon. Well, here's the thing, right? I've got both guards. So you put back the other guard, and
Not finished.
oh
But-
crap, there's more stuff in here.
Oh crap!
Oh, gee, I didn't see that. Yeah, so both guards are here, so I've got to do a little bit of finishing on them. But seriously, it's rained every bloody day, right? And we've got rain until Christmas, which is a pain in the neck. But as soon as it stops and I can get some work done, I will.
There's no point doing any panel work while it's pissing down.
Oh, it's a pain in the neck. It's too muggy. It's too humid. Humidity's up too high. You're not going to do body work or anything in that. You can't. It's actually not wise to do it.
No, because you get humidity blisters in your
Yep.
work.
Pain.
No,
Total pain in the rump. So as soon as I can, I'll get it done. 'Cause I got those headlights done like a year or so ago. They're ready to go on. You know, I've got the grill. I haven't painted the grill or done anything with that yet, but it's going to take long to do it. And then the whole front's on the car. You know, it looks finished. It's just the power window on the back that I've got to figure out. I'm having trouble with that. But it just annoys me that I'm being held up by silly little things, if you know what I mean.
Somebody's done another comment. It's hidden.
What's that? Oh, this. What does it say? Put a Viagra in your hot cup of tea and stop your biscuits going soft. It's a joke.
Well, I hope so. Otherwise, that's going to be an interesting experience.
Rain in Melbourne, who would have thought? It is absolutely nuts. Seriously. And they pulled down, I think I mentioned this before, they pulled down the house next door and there is clay mud all through my place, all through the garage. Pain in the ass. I'm so angry about it. But what do? Graham, that's your little barn. And I'm going to thump it in. Oh, God, that was my table. There we go. You'll have to knock that in further with the drift. Just tap it and it'll fall in. So, yeah, I'm really sort of disappointed with all that. But look, horses for courses, right? I've got everything here now, which is
The other
great.
Thursday, I was just seeing a comment going. The other Thursday, I think I was at home with my nearly stuffed back. I wasn't at work for that day.
Yeah.
But I'm not there this week.
It's just disappointing, you know. Right? It's just so disappointing. Like yesterday, so Star's got a leak in it, right? It ended up just being a plastic clip. All I wanted to do was put some what's that stuff called? Seam sealer.
Urethane or something.
Yeah, well, it's 2G7 Sikaflex around there to stop it leaking, right? As soon as I walk out there, right, it's like, really? So I cleaned off the screen, the bottom part of the screen. I used aluminium tape to make a gutter so I could put the urethane underneath it or the 227 underneath it, and that sheltered it enough to dry because it's dry now. But it's just constant, you know. It's just constant, and you just don't get a break from it. And they reckon it's going to rain till Christmas. What the hell's that? What am I looking for in here?
Oh, the will to live.
No, I've got plenty of that. But okay, we got clips. Don't say anything.
I wasn't thinking anything until you said that.
Yes, you were.
Nope. I was like, I'm just an
Did I
innocent
put
young
one of
boy.
those in? Yes,
Oh,
I
I hope
did.
so. I'm just an innocent young boy.
Yeah. So, where is the? Oh, actually, I might be able to use. Can I use one of these? Just let me look at what sort of thing that has. It's got a hole, has it? Okay, how the heck does that go? Oh, hang on. Have I got this? I've got this about face again. So, oh, it uses a hole, so it's a splitty. All right, so that has to go at that top bit there. So that has to go there because that's got the hole in it there, and that goes through there with a couple of flat washers, and Bob's your uncle.
Fanny's your aunt.
Yep. So that goes like that. So that's as good as done. I haven't got any other split pins with me, but that's it. And that's the little accelerator pump. So we'll take a vote. Who reckons? Jesus.
That's going to leak like a sieve.
No, who reckons that's just tomorrow or tonight? When let me just clean this stuff up. Hang on, just let me organise myself. This is annoying.
When are you going back to see the guys at Coldwell Motors?
I was thinking about doing it next year, but I don't think I'm going to be able to afford it. So I spoke to Scott. Well, I sent him a message, and he, he's always welcome. He says you're always welcome. He was a great guy, and I do want to go back because I actually loved my time there. But I thought, you know what, I'll save up a bit, go next year. But I don't think I'm going to have the money to do it next year. I think it's something that I might have to do the year after or whatever.
Just put it in there. The two carbies are mostly together. I don't think the rest matters too much.
Oh, yeah.
If I get
okay,
stuck, I
so,
can put them together. I'll probably use this one. I really like the look of the gold.
Okay, that stuff goes in here. So I'm just going to pop that in there. And that's the air horn for it. I'll have to, where's that used? Can I have some of that?
No.
So yeah, I should be able to get over there, but I just can't at the moment. Well, I kind of can't. That's not entirely true. I've just got so much stuff I need to do here before I take another trip.
So you got 1,000. What they don't see on YouTube is you got so.
Yeah, YouTube only shows a little bit about what I do. Like
You guys ain't got a clue.
I'm just, you know what? I'm just busy all the time. I don't stop, and that's fine. I like being busy. But Andy Pandy. Hey, do my HR resto, Gregory.
Yeah, get in line. As bad as that sounds.
I actually do this because, you know what? I used to love all these old cars when I was little. And my taste hasn't changed, but I can't afford them. So I have to buy bangers and do them up. And that's how I get away with it. That's how I get semi-nice cars.
Eat your
because
gaskets.
I delve in crap, basically. They're probably full of asbestos, those gaskets. Right.
Asbestos isn't bad unless it's in a powder or fibre form.
Yeah, I know.
But it's amazing when people get scared by it.
Well, yeah, because if it's breaking off, it's kind of bad news.
Yeah.
Now, what I'm going to do, this is what we've got, right? I haven't got a choke thing for the other one. I don't know what happened to that.
Oh, the bracket.
This is what we got. We got gold and we got silver, right? Cameras don't do them justice. They look so much better when you look at them, don't they?
I really like this one.
You like the gold one?
Yeah.
Holden don't normally use gold. They normally use silver.
No, they don't, but gee, it looks good.
So you take those, right, they're yours, and so is that. Okay? Is that cool?
Yeah, that'll work.
Hey.
Good. What is it now? Shut up.
Right, well, let's put that bit on. Oh, no, I didn't. It's there. Good. You need the screw.
That's all right. I'm probably going to use this guy.
Yeah, most of them didn't have those screws in them anyway.
That's
screw
why.
that holds
That's why I
the
reckon I
cable.
gave you like 3 of them or something.
Yeah, but a lot of them, like
Well, this one's missing the nut and the bolt now too. That's all right. I'll fix that.
yeah, no, they didn't all have them. They all came like that. Yours, buddy.
And you're gonna use all that crap for yours.
Yeah, I'll put the best stuff I can see into that one, and that's cool.
Kind of
They
sad. I'll probably take this fitting out of here and put it in this one because I know that's what it needs.
Yeah. But you see how it's gone darker over time. So I did that one ages ago. Like the
Well, and
body's
this one's
actually-
been handled like 45 times too. Did
Well,
you just get another $10?
Did I? Andy, thank you, sir. That is so kind of you. People are being really generous to me. I don't know why. I haven't done.
Maybe
video-
they thought you had died.
Well, they must have thought something because I haven't been around. And I feel guilty about it. I really do feel guilty about it. It's been, I mean, the patron people, I think, God, and I've lost a heap of patron people, but I just haven't been around. I haven't been able to do anything. And it's difficult, like trying to keep people's interest peaked when you just haven't been around.
Oh, you're right. That's so they are played a little bit. on the
Yeah, they
inside.
are,
Yeah, they got a slight anodizing to them.
Yeah. Well, that's what carburetor overhauls do. They put that coating back on. I actually don't know what it is. It looks to me like a very light gold zinc plate. But what sort of castings are they? Die cast or something?
Must be.
Alloy, some sort of alloy. But yeah, no, I've just felt awfully. I felt terrible because I haven't been around and it's difficult.
Bloody DJ on my phone.
Have you been texting him?
No, my phone hasn't been going off. Like,
Is mine? Where's mine? Maybe he's texted me. Oh, it's behind. Hang on. I'll just have a look at my phone. Normally I block DJ because he's an ass. But
rightness feeling.
hey DJ, we were watching your latest video that you posted in our private chat, and it was interesting.
You're a crazy boy.
You are crazy.
He
No,
had,
yes,
he had
yes.
his Chinese safety boots on too.
He hasn't texted me.
He doesn't love us.
Do we want his love? Right, time for tea. Time for tea.
This person said, would you take a finished car or have you ever presented one at a car show?
Yeah.
Would you ever take a car to a car show? I think is what he means.
Yeah, well, I do. I do the local car show at the school. I take them to. The XC I will because it's sort of been going on for so long. It'd be good to just get it out of here. The XW I was reluctant because you got to learn. The XW is a hybrid of all.
There's DJ.
There, answer it. Answer it. I've got a spoon. In it. I can't see it. Oh, here we go.
There you go.
Hey, buddy, how you going? Here he is. You got daylight there still, mate. Look, it's DJ.
Yeah, man.
Oh, his number didn't show up.
Welcome to West
No,
Australia.
no, he's only on Facebook.
Here, mate, grab that.
Oh yeah.
I'm just making a tea, DJ.
Let's put-
Oh, that's what it looks like on the outside of the camera.
Yeah.
Hey, Marty, how's it going?
Sorry?
I'm saying hello to your audience, not saying hello to you.
Oh well.
Oh, okay.
I'll just turn
Turn
you in the
it
background. Oh, there we go. Where's it there?
Hey.
See, guys, hang on. We sponsor the mentally disabled, right? And so this is what we're doing. We're looking after people like DJ. I shouldn't say that, should I? I'm only being a dick.
Like Graham, there's things I want to say, but YouTube would say no.
One must be polite and silent.
Fuck off.
Must be tactful. Are those the EJ carbies you're working on?
Yeah.
Do you like them?
No, they're only single carbies. Someone for a full barrel.
Well, I was going to put 2 on the EJ, but I'm not sure whether I will or not.
Oh, we're about to roll out for dinner, so we're heading off to the pub.
Fine. Go then. I'm not crying.
What up?
Oh, there's Byron.
Where's Byron? Is he
Yeah,
there?
yeah.
No, hey,
Oh, is he with Byron?
we're off to the pub. We'll see you guys later.
All right.
Oh, hang on, is he still in Perth? See ya. Bye.
Bye.
Is he still in Perth? Is he?
How do you hang this thing up? There it is.
There it is, there at the top. Was he with Byron? Was he?
Yeah. So there's 2 sets of YouTubers out together.
Oh, wow. Huh. Byron's a great guy. I'm so appreciative. So we'll have to do a bit more. I've got to get my act together and do a few more videos. I'll do another one. Okay, so I've got a dilemma. I've got to buy some parts. So I've got to go and see Gil. He was on before. I thought I could go up on Saturday. I'll try and get there on Saturday. I'll text him and see what his availability is. But yeah, I've got to get some parts, and as soon as the plumber comes and I can get final inspection, well, then I can start moving forward. But at the moment, you ask him, it's cramped in there. There's dirt and crap everywhere.
I don't know how you do it. It's just you can hardly walk between this stuff.
No. It's kind of cool.
It's amazing on how on YouTube it looks like there's way more space than there actually is. It's all about those wide camera angles.
What's this? Go back to New Zealand. I don't think that's very called for.
Not everybody has to like everybody.
Hey guys, awesome channel. See you soon. I love the content. We watch it all. Thank you very much. Yeah, so as soon as there's not much room in there, but that's what the extension's for. Motorcycles take a lot of room.
Oh, it won't be too bad because 2 or 3 cars are going away, aren't they? 2 cars.
2 cars. Probably 3. I might have to get rid of 3. But... So 2 cars are going. I've got to finish yours. That's actually Starlet's. You know what? I can get up tomorrow. Well, I can't. I've got to go to work. But I can get up on a Saturday and I can have that interior all done, dusted, schmick in a few hours. Like it's nothing. I've got the dash out. It's actually fun. It's like doing Lego. I get a lot of stress relief with cars like that because they're so simple. But I do have to change the cam belt and give it a service. And if I can find that power steering bracket, I'll put power steering on for you.
Still haven't figured out how we're going to get that back to South Australia, but it probably just fly.
Drive it.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
I would just drive it.
Road trip.
Drive it. Yeah, you'll find it probably drink more fuel than your Commodore on the freeway, though.
I cannot believe how good that 20-year-old Commodore is.
My Commodore is fantastic on a trip too. It's rubbish around town with fuel economy, but on a trip, it uses very little.
I think the Ute only got a 60-litre tank too.
Yeah, it'll be the same as mine, wouldn't it?
Your wagon had a bigger tank than that, about 80 litres.
Doesn't normally cost much to fill it.
I just couldn't
That
believe
wagon, people don't understand, 6 litre, but the 6 litre is not doing any work. It's just ticking over. In 6 gear at 100, it's doing 1500 RPM, right? So I never drive it in 6 at 100. I always drive it in 5th at 100, so it's doing like 1750. And it does about the same engine speed in 6 at 110. And it just doesn't use. You get slightly better economy. So 9.5 in 5th. Hang on. Yeah, 9.5 at 100, and you're getting 9.4 is the best I've got at 110, right? And when you're looking at cars like Hiluxes or, a lot of SUVs, they're quite thirsty, quite a bit more fuel than that. Having said that, if I wanted to daily it, because I dailied it for years around town, it drinks fuel, right? Because you're always on the accelerator and this sort of stuff. So I use little Toyotas for banging around the local village, but come freeway time, you're much better off with the Commodore. It's better on fuel, it's safer, and it's a hell of a lot more powerful. Like the engine's about 4 times the size, 5 times the size of a Starlet one. It's big, but it doesn't have to do much work.
The old Ecotech is just incredible. I don't know why they stopped using it. I suppose because it's a Buick V8 with 2 cylinders cut off.
Are they?
Yeah, that's where the design comes from. That 3.8 V6 is literally a Buick V8 with 2 cylinders cut off.
What is it, like a 5 litre or something? Is it?
I don't know. Then that's why they've got a weird firing order, because they've literally got a V8 firing order with a chunk missing. But they had a lot of those V6. The Ecotech was in heaps of American cars too. Tons of them.
The Barras are thirsty. So hang on, your territory, like a Barra on the open road, is a Commodore actually more fuel efficient than a Barra on the open road, is it? Because I don't actually know much about those. I know we had an EL and it was actually one of the nicest cars I've ever driven. They're beautiful to drive. But the 4 litre 6 used just as much as the 6 litre V8.
I've never found the Barras to be terribly fuel efficient.
Well, 4 litre straight 6s are thirsty.
They're incredibly reliable and they last forever.
But they're thirsty.
Yeah, they know how to drink. The territories are bad because they're carrying tons and tons of weight.
It could be aerodynamics too. Like if you compare that to, say, an AU. You don't like AUs. The worst car to look... I don't like AU Fairlanes right? And I made a cruel joke about.
The AU lovers were crying.
Well,
Like,
no, I
lost-
don't mind AUs. I just don't like the Fairlane. I think the front looks awful on them. The AU Fairlane. What is it even called? What model designation is it? It's not AU, is it?
It's not NL or
There
something
was-
like that. No.
NL is the EL
EL.
version Fairlane. So NF, EF, NC. Well, NA was EA, and then
It's not the NU. It's not
NC
no, it
was
can't be NU.
the EB one, wasn't it?
I don't know. It's AU Fairlane, and they're disgusting.
My FG XR6 was good on the highway. What was it like with fuel though? So an FG is a Barra.
Mm.
So was that good on fuel on the open
But
highway?
the FGs have a different fuel inlet manifold and things like that than the
That'd
earlier
just be
Barras.
for torque, that wouldn't it?
No, they have a plastic intake manifold and a few things like that.
Yeah. That would make the world of difference with highway fuel economy. That they changed the intake on the earlier sixes with a vacuum motor, so the runners were longer when you put your foot down. No, the runners were longer when you're driving quietly to give you more torque, and then when that flap opened, they were short. Do you miss your XP, Graham?
No, not really.
AU Fairlane. I love my AU Fairlane. Oh, I just bagged him. There's a guy there. That's why I was going to say too much.
Shit, sorry.
And my AU Fairmont wagon. AU1 Forte. This guy's got a police car. He's got a Fairmont. I dig the Fairmont, the police car. The Fairlanes, I was never that fond of. But having said that, I've never had long-term exposure to them, so I've never really driven one around or anything. He's got three of them. He's like me. He's just got, okay, let's get 3 V8 Fairmonts.
Actually, the V8 Fairmont wagons and AUs are incredibly rare. They didn't make many of them.
There wouldn't be many. That'd be a nice car. Do you know what car I like? The XF Ute with the V8 long reach or something.
Oh, you mean the are you talking about the XH?
Yeah, it could be.
The XR8 XH? Rare as poo.
They are beautiful.
Rock and roll's poo, that is.
Okay, so this guy's got an FG Turbo Ute that would shift.
Turbo.
That would shift. Manual was phenomenal if you're on the freeway, on the highway. 6 was around the same revs, 1400 too low. Yeah, that's what I find with the. Yeah, so no, I'm the same with the Commodore. It's always flipped at 106 and 110. He gets, okay, so you got an 11 out of, at 130. Wow. If your territory is thirsty, new O2 sensor, new plug course, disconnect the battery, reconnect it, and drive like a granny for a week. The computer will relearn the fuel ratio.
Well, they have adaptive learning.
Oh, yeah, for free. Nissan used to have that too.
Takes about 2 weeks, I found, to learn.
That's what this guy said.
to get them.
So he obviously knows what he's on about. Yeah. We'll do it to 2 hours. We'll stick around for another 15. What do you think?
Well, it's not like we've got anything else to do.
Sleep. Actually, what time is it? It's 10 past. It's 10:15.
You could watch TV.
Yeah.
See what's on the old squad box.
Have you got like Foxtel and that sort of stuff?
No, I use Netflix and Stan and Amazon Prime and all that crap.
We've just got Netflix and Foxtel.
Disney Plus is one of the best value for money if you want to get movies and crap.
Yeah, we've got that in the lounge room. The kids pay for that. Keeping me entertained for the night. Good on you, Oliver. The conversation's got a bit thinner now, though. What's for dinner tonight, boys? We had KFC.
The Colonel.
Have a fourth. Holy crap. You want power up in the boost equipment. Okay, he's talking the other day. So you're going to use the gold one?
Yeah.
They cleaned up right. So I've got to go and see John tomorrow. I've got another 2 or 3 carburetors there. 2, I think. I think I've got 3. But...
Don't mind me. Any of you else to refurbish?
Which one's the Miami? I know what the Coyote is and the Windsor and all that. What's the Miami V8? Any advice on refurbishing front disc brake calipers? Piston not retracting.
Pull it apart, clean it, put it back together.
Yeah, just pull the piston out and just see that it's not too pitted or anything. I had one that was seized in, so I ended up putting a grease nipple in where the bleeder nipple is.
That'll get it out.
Putting a bolt in where the brake line goes and just packing it with grease and it just pulls straight out. That's a hell of a lot of hydraulic pressure. Oh, he's got a BT1 with a built engine VS SS. So did the cops use SS cars, did they? I thought they're kind of executives with 5 litres. I remember seeing one.
I reckon the New South Wales police had them.
They sort of have everything, don't they? Now they've got BMWs.
I remember distinctly seeing the Series 2 VF SS with the LS3 in it as a police car.
Yeah, you would.
I sat next to me and I was like, well, I don't really want to try and run away from you.
Well, I've never driven an LS3 Commodore. I reckon it moves, though. I mean, mine's only an L77 and that moves along all right.
My VXSS went like a stab rat.
What was that, an LS1?
Yeah. It did have a tune on it and long tube headers and a growler intake and stupid things like that. And it absolutely went like.
Okay, so this guy, Mark, would like to see videos on your brother's Landau.
Yeah, I'm sure he would too, actually.
The blown 5 litre. So it's a Coyote with a hairdryer on it. No, with a supercharger on it.
Well, you
Can
get
you
those.
show
in-
Graham how to rebuild a fan? What's a fan?
That's a great question.
Can you not rebuild a fan? Oh, desk fan. I did some desk fan videos.
Rebuild a fan.
Yeah, I've got some old shabby desk fans and did them up.
I don't need to know how to build a fan. I
You
just go
could-
buy a new one.
Oh, they're old ones, like Westinghouse ones and that sort of stuff. Lachlan Woods, yep. If you ever get the chance to drive Miami V8, take it, especially a tune one with a throttle unlocked. Supercharged Coyote that came, that would hammer.
Oh, I've got a mate who's got a FG GT Series 2, which has got the supercharged Coyote.
That's the Miami then.
Yeah, yeah. And I think that's got 400 kilowatts and it is just mental fast.
Yeah, it would be.
But it's borderline stupid fast because you can't drive it on the street easily because you just spin your wheels.
Don't they have progressive boost though?
Not that one.
Really? Because a lot of turbo cars, they boost them down in first and second. Like little Polo was like that. It goes all right in first and second. In third, it gets really long legs. They got more boost in third and fourth.
I found that 300 kilowatts at the wheels is about the max you want for a car you're going to drive on the road. Because after that, you're just spinning tires and it's pointless.
Yeah, you don't want to wash out and sideswipe it, do you?
No.
That would be a bad day at the office.
Well, the important thing is I'll be fine because my car's slow as shit.
Oh, they're not slow. They shift all right. Boss 290 plus does the job for me. Yeah, it would. Well, that's 290 kilowatts. My Commodore's rated at 270, I think. 1.6 turbo Kona.
It's
Yeah.
fascinating. The castings of this is so much nicer than the casting on that one.
Back then, things weren't very exact, though, were they? Oh, gosh, yeah.
Yeah.
But see, that could have been rusty crap.
Mm.
Well, that doesn't look pitted. It looks like a dirty casting to me.
Yeah. Well, you say that things weren't that good, but I'll tell you what, on that tank, things like from other tanks will just bolt straight onto it. Like the machine work and the changing of parts is just incredibly good for 80 years ago.
Wow. See, I put a split pin in that looped it around.
That's how they were.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one will probably be the one I use. I'll just get it, pull it apart, put the gaskets in, and put it back together. Yeah, you must be talking about the 335 supercharged V8.
I don't know.
The FG Series 1 didn't get a supercharger. The FG GT Series 1 didn't get a supercharger, but the Series 2 did.
Yeah.
And then they did the FGX, which also was a FG GT in disguise.
There was a GS, wasn't there? Didn't they make a GS?
Yes, they did. But that had a,
Was that supercharged?
I think it was a supercharged Boss motor, though.
Oh,
So not the Coyote, which is the same as what's in a Mustang.
Yeah. I know.
What I know is I had that yellow Mustang flash tuned, and that was 303 kilowatts at the wheels with no supercharger or anything, just out of the box, flash tuned, and off it went. And that was plenty fast.
The ute is pushing 420 rear wheel kilowatts
That's heaps.
in a ute. How do you keep that in a straight line?
He walks a lot.
God. This was just a plain 5.4 with 302 kilowatts. Wow. I didn't know that. I don't actually know anything about Ford's post about EL.
Yeah, they're not that good.
Do you worry that by the time the XC is finished, petrol will be couldn't care less.
By the time the XC is finished, you're going to be worth $1 million.
No, it won't. I reckon the value is going to fall out of all this stuff. But no, I don't care. If it's $3 a litre, I'll just put like 10 litres in it, go for a drive and come home.
Well, the ultimate saying is, do you like walking everywhere? You're going to pay it. And
Well, I've got like this. How many V8s are here? Quite a few. They're expensive things to run, but they don't worry me because all the menial jobs or menial sort of trips I do in a little Toyota.
Yeah, but you think about the electric cars. Once the infrastructure and people get more and more of those things,
Yeah.
the demand for the electricity is going to go up. So I don't actually think they're going to be that expensive. Plus, you'll find that with more people doing electric, there'll be less people driving petrol, so the fuel price will probably come down.
Yeah, I know.
I reckon it'll probably just even out.
I think it'll become a political thing where they want people to buy electric, they'll bump the price of fuel up.
Well, not just that, but they're going to road tax electric cars.
Do you envisage the price of classic cars dropping when the global recession really hits? Yeah, I think so.
They already are, I reckon.
Yeah, I reckon they are too, because people's hobbies are the first thing to go.
You realise, I don't need it that much.
But it doesn't, you know what? Because I do mine, I think, yeah, I'm going to hang on to this. And so they get down to nothing. It just doesn't matter to me. Because I'm not keeping them as investments. I'm keeping them because I like them. But it's nice knowing that there's some worth there. But, you know, I mean, recently, I reckon the last hurrah was that fake HO that sold for 240 grand.
The people who are paying 200 plus for those cars I just must have a mental disability or something. Because why on earth would you do that?
Well, it's not even genuine. It was a replica, GTHO replica. XY, beautifully done. But at the end of the day, it was just a Falcon 500, I think.
I've got a genuine GT Coupe in my workshop at the moment, and it's exactly the same body as a normal Coupe. It's just got a different number stamped on it.
This guy's got a 302 XD with a lazy old 302 punching out about 50 horsepower through a single rail. Mine still goes well. Like the first time you get into it, it bogs down. The thermocross is too big for them. You give it a couple of bootfuls, then you give it one, and it still chirps second. Like it actually goes really well still. The percentage of the tax will fall. There's a whole... Yeah, the electric vehicle thing is certain to go, but
they're not going to get away tax-free.
No way. But see, I don't know how they're going to. They'll upgrade smart meters so that they know when people are charging their cars and they'll hit them.
No, I reckon they're going to replace stuff with a road tax instead. So you're actually paying tax on your driving rather than what your car is. That way you can't get away without a fuel bill.
True.
And the electric cars aren't that cheap to run, and they have to. I don't think they're going to be popular because who wants to wait 20 minutes while you're trying to, at the servo?
I'm not going to. Yeah, I'm not interested in that. But look, I do support it. But the other thing is,
I just don't like it rammed down our throats all the time.
Yeah, well, that's it. People get quite fanatical about it, particularly the fanboys with Tesla. But in all honesty, I don't actually want one. But I would drive one around. That being said, I think. I always watch Toyota because they spend more in research and development than anyone, and they won't make a purely electric vehicle. They do hybrids.
I think hybrids where it's at.
Well, now they've got hydrogen.
Well, that's going to be
that'll be the thing that. But also with the old cars, don't forget you can have biofuel. You can convert things for biofuel.
Yeah, you can run cars on like corn juice and crap like that.
Yeah, you can. That's right. But you're going to modify them too. But you know what? And a lot of people still want classics because I want to put electric motors in them. People already do that. So I don't think they're going to be worth what they're worth at the moment. I think that's
eventually the people who like them will die out, and the people who didn't get to enjoy them because they were so expensive won't care.
Yeah, but how old are you? 32?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Unusual for a 32. You should be into JDM.
Oh, I don't care.
But you like your old hard tops and V8s.
Well, it was what I was introduced to when I was a teenager because...
Yeah, but what did you like about them? Why did you want one?
V8, they were cheap.
Yeah. Yeah.
I remember paying $1,500 for a coupe.
Wow.
XB Fairmont coupe.
Yeah, I've spent
15. That was a 1 and a couple of zeros. 1 and 5 and a couple of zeros.
I paid $500 for an T Monaro 186S, and I paid $500 for that K-Code XA GS 351 manual. And they were both in about 90. Well, the XA was 1985. The Monaro might have been a year or two after, 86, 87.
I remember in 2013, I couldn't give an XC GS Coupe away. I sold an XC GS Coupe in that Fernwood green colour for $3 and a bit grand.
Blackpool. I used to go there.
I think it was $4 actually.
Hello, FIB Goldberg. How are you? He's from Blackpool. Is it sunny there at the moment, is it?
Should be hot as bugger in England, shouldn't it? Can you believe
Well, no, it would be cold. You'd think it'd be no, you'd be England should be cold because we're coming into our summer. I'm only in Croydon. We ought to get the old XDs together for a traffic light dig. You'd beat me, I think you got a manual. It's only modern autos that are quicker. I'm doing tattooing with a pin. Anyway. Okay, Terry. Electric vehicles were around 100 years ago, yeah. The oil companies took over because petrol engine was the way to go. That's a long time ago. We just don't know what's going to happen, no. I remember the days where LCJ Torontos were $500, Valiants were dirt cheap. My first charge was $1,700. Yeah, but what were wages? Wages were $100 a week too.
I was going to say, no point worrying about EV versus petrol cars while we've got idiots in charge putting their fingers over the nuke buttons.
Am I done with the Starlets now? I've got 3 here, and Graham's going to have 1. So I've gifted him a Starly because he's been very kind to me and given me lots of XA stuff and lots of help.
EJ stuff too.
EJ stuff. So Graham gets a free done-up Starly. Favorite Aussie car ever? 1 choice each. What's
EJ.
yours? Favorite Aussie car? I'd have to say Falcon GT.
I'm going to go with EJ.
They're very sentimental to you, though, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Favorite Aussie car? Probably an XY GT, something like that. Not because they're particularly great to drive, but just because what they look like, they just look great.
Well, I think the EJ is a beautiful looking car.
It is. It's got nice lines.
Pretty.
I was actually going to say Galaxies. I love Galaxies, but they're American.
American. Although, if you're talking American.
Favorite American car.
Oh, no, my 66 Parisian, I really like that. My Pontiac.
So this guy likes, Andrew likes ESP XDs or FG GTs.
I remember watching an XD ESP factory silver being picked up with one of those grabbers in a wreckers.
Oh, really?
Through the roof, and it was a complete car with the shield seats and everything in it. It was like,
Yeah, people used to
and
wreck stuff like
crusher.
that. P5 LTD, I had one of those. Always loved. Yeah, I like the LJ Torontos too. I've had 4 LJ Torontos. But they're a trashy car to drive, but they're just an awesome looking car.
I had a mate who had he has an LC that's got a fuel injected 5-litre Commodore motor in it.
See, that'd be a twitchy pain.
Oh, it was fun to drive.
They got a very narrow track. They don't feel stable.
He's got one of those strengthening chassis kits through it.
You'd need it.
Yeah,
They're-
well,
they're
he
a-
had to have that for Rego, I think.
They're a twitchy bastard of a thing, LCs and LJs.
I got to drive that when he had a very hot 202 and triple carbs on it,
Yeah.
and it was 5-speed manual.
Well, Graham, that's a huge travesty, but coming back in the day.
It just happens. It's the cars are worthless. They didn't get valuable until the last 15 years.
Okay, so how many cars is too many, Peter? Well, I've got, I think, 12. How many cars are here? I don't know.
Lots.
But yeah, that's too many. So I'll make room, and I've got 2 to get rid of.
Why am I in Melbourne? Well, I was dropping off Peter's stuff, and I have to pick up some stuff from Lloyd's auctions, and I'm going up to Country Victoria.
To see your friend.
Yes. Because I've got to drop some more tank parts off to him.
So Graham dropped off 2 XA seats, front seats, Fairmont ones, and the other guard for the XC.
And I have a little owner's manual for you too.
Oh.
The little booklet I have. Just don't let me forget that.
No, that's fine. That's cool. I'll accept that gladly.
Because it's an XA one too.
Yeah,
So it's the same color and everything as your workshop manual, but it's a little owner's manual.
Yeah, it goes in the glove box.
I think it's actually filled out too.
I see some below, man. I think we might have to say good night. We've been on for 2 hours.
I'm starting to wilt like a delicate flower.
And the conversation is probably going to go south fairly quickly because we're both fairly tired. But thank you very much for joining us. Thanks especially to those who donated. That's really, really kind. I can't thank you enough because I just feel a little guilty because the level of content I've had out recently hasn't exactly been staggering. But on that note, do you want to add anything?
Not really.
No?
I've got nothing new to report.
Thank you so much. The GXL, yes, it's in sight now to get finished. Crete in Greece. George. Hello, George. How are you? I'm getting off now, though. We'd like to see more. What are you saying?
Junkyard tour vids.
Oh, we got into trouble. I had to pull that one.
Whoops.
Yeah. What do you do with that? Take care. Look after yourself. And I shall see you soon.
Mm-hmm.
You done?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right. See you guys. Thanks again. Bye-bye.